Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How are y'all doing today? It is early. It's Saturday, April 19th of 2025. We are back for yet another stream. I don't really have a plan for this stream, so we're just gonna do miscellaneous stuff until we run out of things to do, and then we're gonna look at Stripe stuff again. Hopefully get that working. I feel like garbage this morning. I don't really know why. But but we're gonna make some terrible decisions, and you know, it's breakfast flavored. I guess I can show it on the actual camera. There we go. Yeah, it's my last one, so figured I'd save it for a special occasion, like a Saturday. Okay, bad joke. Okay, let me say hi to everyone who's here. Strange Sorcerer was first. Hello. Good to see you again. We got Camilos. You're second today. Not first today. Florenzi. Wait, you have a new account, Florenzi. What happened to your old account? Because you've been here before, unless this is a different Florenzi, which I guess could be possible. D-Dels was also here. Hello. It's morning, sir. It's true. MDS Ubuntu, good to see you again. Balwada, how you doing? Craziest Owl, welcome to the stream. How s'moresy is the beer? It's really s'moresy. It's very good. I think this is my new, well, I say my new favorite, but for the last couple of years, I think this is my new favorite beer. Unfortunately, it's seasonal. And it's seasonal summer beer. So it's coming around. Should be back in stores soon. But it is very good. Particularly Pythonic. Also, hello. How you doing? Theodore says hello from the Philippines. Welcome. Anthony waking up this morning. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, right? True. I did want to show that I finished the thing we were working on last stream. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Oh. What the fuck? What? Hello? What? Why is this button no worky? Can I minimize it from here? No? Alright, well. We can certainly click the X button. So last stream, I know we're making it big because we're only showing one thing here real quick. Last stream we worked on this auto type annotate thing, and we were almost done by the time I had to leave. It turns out the thing that I was late for we didn't really do, so I could have just kept streaming and everything would have been fine. But I actually decided to like refactor everything. Mostly the same structure, but I was a little smarter about the like data that got passed around. So like I kept recomputing this module name, and I realized that with different module roots, like source layout, etc. This was kind of annoying to try and pass around. So the new structure, on the bottom, the new structure is basically the same as before. We now have this new option for application directories. We figure them out here. Our original thing that finds the untyped stuff, I'll show the whole end-to-end and what the fuck the point is this. Let me talk about the code for a sec though. The finder actually takes in the module objects and continues to pass them along through here, and then passes them along through here, and then this can actually do the proper source rewriting. But if we go to here, let's actually discard the changes to that file. Sentry API authentication. If we demypy stop, Damon has died. Cool. Demypy run. This takes fucking forever, so we'll chit chat while that's happening. Theodore says Keg W. Hello. Lawada says, have you heard that Spain is blocking Cloudflare? I was reporting a security vulnerability. Yeah, I know. I don't really care. It's a VM that I don't expose to the internet. Who gives a shit? Spain is blocking Cloudflare. Why the fuck are they doing that? That can't be good. That's like half the fucking internet. Why? What's the reason? Also, why do I search this? I get a cringe YouTube video is the only result. Weird. Oh, it's because of football piracy. That's kind of amazing. That's kind of amazing. Well, Predicament CI is Cloudflare, so I think GitHub is Cloudflare, so like everything is fucked for that. Open source since last time while this runs because it's gonna take forever. I had to set up read the docs again for Flake 8. It seems like I hate read the docs. I hate it. It has one job and it doesn't do it very well at all. I don't understand why they keep changing this. Like originally it was 0 configuration. You just set it up and it just worked. And everything was great when there was 0 config because it just worked. There's no nonsense. It just worked. But then they were like, oh, you need to have a read the docs config and it just has to have version 2 on it. And that's all you need is this little config here. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll make this stupid empty file because you want me to make this stupid empty file. X! Oh! Thank you for the resub at 2 years. Hello, hello. Wait, that means we know what that means. We get to check if I'm out of VIPs again. I'm not. Welcome to VIP X. Congratulations on the fanciest of badges. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so initially they're like, you need this file with just this, fine, whatever. Then they're like, well, we need you to tell us what the operating system and stuff is. Actually, I don't even know if it's that complicated. Trying to wake up. I feel like it's not even that. Okay, so yeah. They're like, you need to have this file. It needs to have all this shit in it. Like, this used to be just implied. It would just work. And then today, well, this year, they were like, oh, you need to also have this thing. Like, ugh. Just slowly adding more and more garbage to this file. And it breaks every year. Every year. And I'm sure because I've hard-coded 3.11, like by next year, they're gonna be like, well, actually, we've deprecated Python 3.11 and Ubuntu 22, specifically that combination. So it's broken again. And it's just, oh, very frustrating. Oh, it's finally finished. Okay, this took forever. This is the slow part. This is not my tool. This is just dmypy. Once you've done that, you can run the tool that I wrote. Autotype application directories .:source because it's source layout, and then you pass it a file. Source Sentry API authentication. And it will do some thinky bits. And then, ta-da! It automatically adds type annotations. Wow! This is the thing that we worked on yesterday on stream. Football is a cartel in Spain. The major ISP provider is also the owner of the major football league. I see. So it's cartel garbage. And Doctor says, how will the people know about the tool? They don't litter your project root, right? Right. But yeah, it works. I just needed somebody on my team to approve it, and then it'll be on PyPI. Andre Bokadev, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I'm like a little subconscious because I have my window open today because it's really hot in my house. I could turn on the air conditioning. I feel like it's dumb to turn on the air conditioning when outside is like 10 degrees cooler than inside. So I just have the window open. I should probably open more windows. That would be the smart thing to do. But anyway, this thing works great. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see if it works with the thing that I was doing earlier. Get ls files, star.py, grep, issues. Because the issues team really likes typing their code, so let's see if we can type more of their code for them. The like decorator we can't handle is actually a bug in MyPy. I've been meaning to fix this, but I haven't done it. Haven't done it yet. Camilo says, does it use optional anywhere or always pipe none? I've forced it to use the new annotations. I guess technically I could have made it use the old annotations and then just been like, yeah, you use PyUpgrade to undo them, but I made it use PyUpgrade internally, thinking it would make it easier. But now that I think about it, I'm also already adding imports, so maybe I just remove the PyUpgrade part of it and just let the user pick. Shrugs. Andre Bogodev says, why do you use MyPy? What do you mean, why do you use MyPy? What do you mean? What kind of question is that? Like, what is the valuable of static type checking? Is that your question? Or is it, why don't you use the other tool? I'm not sure what we were asking. Please clarify, and then I can address it. That's all MyPy does? No, MyPy is a type checker. I'm using a part of MyPy to automatically add annotations. MyPy itself is a type checker. DMyPy is MyPy's daemon, and the tool that I wrote, this auto type annotate thing, uses information that MyPy has to do this. Oh, surprised it doesn't know. See, this is cool though, because it was able to add the parameters, but not the return value. Oh, now you're one too tall. What is this function though? Okay, grep dash L F this. Why don't you know the return value? Holy fuck, this function is complicated. Ag project counts. It's a Wiktionary that the key is a project and the value is an int. But why couldn't MyPy figure that out? Oh, maybe it's not an int. It's not an int. It's fucking weird ass dictionary thing. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair, MyPy. You don't know that. That's fair. It'd be great if we could choose whether it uses optional or the pipe. Why would you want the shitty syntax? MyPy, MyPy-C, DMyPy, we need more slightly similar names. I'm annoyed that it's MyPy-C and then DMyPy. Like, either it should be MyPy-C, MyPy-D, or C-MyPy, DMyPy. I think it should be MyPy-D, to be honest. Are you thinking of PyPy? You could be thinking of MyPy-C. Who uses open as a variable name? Somebody who doesn't have any syntax highlighting, apparently. PyMyD? There, I said it. Wow. Spicy, Pandoxer. Who's gonna eat the pot? Never mind. We don't have to go there. Never mind. I don't want the shitty syntaxes in projects. I unfortunately need it. Well, you should just make those projects not need it. Simple fix. Make external key data. Yeah, so it didn't know what this was supposed to be. This is cool though. It didn't know what these parameters were, but it knew the return value is none. Very cool. What did it change here? Oh, it added bool. Fairly obvious return type there. Oh, this one's cool. It knew what this function returns and so is able to add stir here. I'm surprised that it didn't proliferate any of these arguments. Weird. Or maybe this was a base class and maybe this function's unannotated too. But I think the cool part about this is if I get add-u, this. So we made a bunch of changes in theory. Did it modify a migration test? Yeah. If we add this and then we run it again. Oh, we would have to. Oh, we gotta do this. Gotta do the slow thing again. I use types everywhere now. For some reason, it feels more Pythonic. Oh, I love types. I feel like dash word diff for this would be nice. Yeah, it probably would. I mean, I guess we can do that here. Git diff staged word diff. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's less good. Word diff doesn't really know that this didn't change. Word diff is not always that good, I find. Like, it thinks this is a whole word. And I know you can customize with the regex, blah, blah, blah. But, like, this text didn't change. It's just this. What's the, like, word diff regex where it's not smart? Let's see. Git diff word diff. I feel like I have a video on this where I specifically do this. Word diff regex. What's the default regex? It doesn't even fucking say here. I mean, there's word diff regex equals dot, which it recommends in the docs. Oh, this is actually what I want. This is actually what I want. Yeah, this is what I want. The docs make it sound like it was going to give you a character by character diff, but no, this is exactly what I want. Yeah. Okay, this is actually pretty nice to visualize what it did here. This also just makes the tool look way more badass. Like, look at how fucking cool this is. This is so nice. Oh, what the fuck is this type? What is that type? I've never heard of filter. Unless it's defined in here? I feel like that might be a bug. It looks like a built-in type. Built-in type? Is this the type that I just don't know about? What the fuck is this? Oh, map filter reduce. Map filter reduce. Gross. That's why I never use this. That's why this didn't even register in my brain as something. Like, what the fuck is a filter? This should probably be iterable. But again, like, you would run the tool and then you would probably have a human be like, nah, this makes no goddamn sense. Why would you use filter as a type here? You like Pydantic? I hate it. I hate it so much. Pydantic is the worst. It's fucking slow as shit, and we're stuck on version 1 because version 2 is slower than version 1. Ah, rewrite it in Rust, it'll be fast. Ah, nope. It's fucking slow. Not only is it slow, it's incompatible. So we're just stuck on version 1 forever. And I pointed this out during the design. Someone was like, oh, we should use Pydantic for this. And I'm like, we should not use Pydantic for this because we're gonna get fucked. It's gonna be slow and we're gonna be stuck. And they're like, no, it's fine. We'll use Pydantic. And I'm like, okay. In 6 months, I told you so. And sure as shit, like 6 months later, it's like, oh, we can't upgrade. And we caused an outage because we tried to upgrade. And we can't upgrade Python because we're stuck on the old version. And I'm like, God damn it, I was right. I was right, but you all fuckers didn't listen to me. Oh. Crazy Owl says, I don't know exactly how to word this question, but I was wondering, since I didn't see you use them in your videos, what's your thoughts about LSPs? I don't need them. I don't use them. But if you want to, by all means, I'm not gonna try and stop you. Like, they are useful. I think they can be valuable. I just don't use one. I used to. Honestly, like my first development experience was in Visual Studio, proper Visual Studio, real Visual Studio. And let me tell you, IntelliSense is amazing. This was, you know, pre-AI, and you could just control space enter over and over and over, and it would just write your code for you. It's amazing. Amazing. I don't have it in my editor, partially because I'm lazy and partially because I've just dealt without it. You know, I'm pretty good at using git grep-l and navigating code myself. Sometimes it'd be nice to jump to definition, but I think I could do that without an LSP. I mean, I basically do it without an LSP. Like, that's literally what I did here and here and here. So, yeah. Shipping all the balls, hello, hello. Just write it in Rust. That's the thing. Pydantic 2 is written in Rust, and it is still slower than Pydantic 1. Pydantic broke its API so much I don't even trust it anymore. Yeah. Well, and they're also like, we're not going to break the API, we promise. And then right after they broke it. It's like, bro. Bro, you had one job. Star 1 got through the update, but was no real hassle for me. You must not be running it at a scale where it matters. We're running it at a scale where like the 10% performance reduction was melted our computers, essentially. The API is a bit nuts. Yeah, it's also not a good API. What it says, Anthon, okay, you don't need an LSP, but why? I'm not picking on this. I'm just very curious. Because I can navigate code without needing one. And I can remember enough of how things are structured that it just doesn't matter to me. I mean, technically I'm probably slower without one, but I think it doesn't make that too much of a difference there. Okay. So, what I was saying is we can run autotype once. We can then run it again, and it should do more stuff the second time. In theory. We'll see. That's the theory, though. I haven't actually done this, so we're doing it live. But yeah, this was surprising to me. I totally forgot about this thing. I wish this was sequestered to functools so that people used it less often, because God, there's some abysmally difficult to understand code at Sentry using map filter reduce. Camila says, you missed my message. Did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, my bad. My bad. I did skip over it. I don't always follow what's happening on stream, but is this autotype tool part of one of your bigger projects or just a solo tool? And can I use it already or is it not shared? The code's public, so you can use it from Git. Autotype annotate, I think it's called. Yeah. You can use it already. You're gonna have to install it from this branch called initial. Yeah, you can use it already. It's sort of part of a larger project that I'm not really supposed to be working on at work because the CT or the co-founder doesn't like types, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh yeah, this is great. So like a second pass has it add even more types. I mean, only a couple here, but still, like you can just crank this thing and it'll keep typing stuff. Oh, it's so good. I'm excited to run this on the whole code base. But anyway, that's what we worked on last time. I just wanted to show that I finished it, or got it more finished. And now we can work on actual stuff. Goodbye, computer. I love that little gimmick. Oh, it's time to shut down the computer on stream. What could go wrong? Okay. Open source random stuff. First is dependabot garbage. First is our Discord bot. Has the dependabot warning. As always. I feel like in most of these languages that have like a million packages, you're constantly just dealing with dependabot. Tokyo broadcast channel calls clone in parallel but does not require sync. See, how is this? I mean, I get why it's a security vulnerability because it can result in a segfault, but like attack vector network seems fake. It seems super fake. But to me, the biggest value for Pydantic is not even the typification, it's the serialization for open API specs. Yeah, but you could also just use any other serialization framework. Beanel says the stream map stuff in Java really caught me off guard when I went from writing primarily Java 6 to Java 8, and I still think it's overused over good things like a standard for loop when you're doing certain things. I learned to embrace it a bit more, but still frustrates me when everyone just tries to do Java streams everywhere. Yeah, I get that. I think, I wish, I mean, I haven't written Java in a while. I wish Java would have taken the precedence from C#'s link expressions and done that approach, because my god, link is so nice in C#. Link, L-I-N-Q, this thing. Wow, it's not the first result. That's amazing. This stuff is very nice. Like being able to write essentially SQL queries over your iterables. I love this shit. It's so good. Like I haven't. It's been 16 years since I've written a link expression, but I still have this soft spot in my heart for maybe one day I'll be able to write this in other places. But I wish Java streams would have been a little bit more like that rather than. I mean, there's the non-sugared syntax for link, which is just like a bunch of function calls and lambda callbacks, which is similar to the Java stream stuff, which is fine. But yeah, I agree. It's slow as fuck. My program takes 5 seconds to load. Yeah, when Pydantic adds 5 seconds to your import to your startup time, it's just you got problems there. Panaxer says, "Do you know my arm and left sentry?" I do. I guess it's not super private. Armin's looking to work at a smaller company and try his luck in startup land. And Sentry is too big of a company to really do that. At least that's what he said. So, yeah. Chip and Halval says, "What are Java streams? I haven't used it in over a decade. Link I remember coming out." If you're familiar with like IEnumerable, oh, what the fuck? Why doesn't it auto? Oh, it did auto delete. I'm pretty sure it auto deletes. I think GitHub just fucked shit up. Automatically delete. Yeah. Yeah, it's like IEnumerable in C#. It's like iterators in Python. It's like it's a code in JavaScript. JavaScript doesn't really have. I guess they have iterable, but not really. It's like lazily evaluated iteration stuff. But yeah. All right, why do you still have security thingy? What is this one? Does it go away when I refresh? It does. Look at that. Notifications. Hello? What possible notification could I have here when I clicked the merge button? Stupid ass GitHub. Day ending and why? Yeah, probably. Have you tried SQLX for Rust? It's for actual databases, but it looks very nice. I have not written enough Rust to have looked at it, unfortunately. Pour some coffee in a coffee cup and you have Java streaming. Oh my god, this beer is I always forget that like 11% is whew, spicy. Did you get impacted by the Zoom outage last week? I haven't used Zoom in God, when was the last time I used Zoom? I guess, did we use it at Lyft? Can't even remember. I think we used it for interviews at Lyft, but nothing else. So it's been half a decade at least. God, it's been so long. I'm so fucking. Beldavis, thank you for the resub at 4 years. Holy shit. God damn. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well in Frenchland. Meow to you as well. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. How you doing? How are things? How's Frenchland? Oh man. I was at trivia the other day. It wasn't trivia, it was kind of like the like Family Feud but trivia edition. It was like Trivia Light. Like they were like, you can Google for this. We don't care. We're like, okay, this seems a little fake. But one of the questions was France was the obvious answer, and I had to try so hard to not type Franchland. Because I don't think the person running trivia was young enough to be like, haha, that's funny, they meant France. And so I just typed France like a fucking pleb. But it was fine. It was fine. Underbugged says, I'm trying to learn a second language after Python, but I'm having a hard time to swallow the Go pill. I'm thinking about Roost instead. Do you have any idea about that? My personal preference is I would learn Roost over Go, just because I don't like Go. But drugs? I don't think Rust is a good language for your first entry into manual memory management. That's maybe true. Like for me, Rust was very easy because I had dealt with borrow semantics in C and C++. C is great to learn. Ugh. Like learn C to learn C. Don't learn C to write C. I think is maybe the better advice. I don't know. I think Rust is fine to learn. I don't think there's a problem there. They apparently asked their DNS registrar to block some stuff, but accidentally blocked the whole zoom.us domain. It was down for 2 hours. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, don't build in C. Yeah, like C, I think it's good to learn the like concepts of C, but I wouldn't write new code in C, which is tough because like if you want to learn a language, you kind of like the best way to learn it is to build something with it. But like I think it's important to know low-level concepts like understanding how registers work, like understanding calling conventions and manual memory management and reference counting and borrow semantics and ownership, and like I think all those things are important to know. Why not write C? Because it's so easy to just make security vulnerabilities. It's so easy to write code that's broken. It's so easy to just ship actual garbage. And there are much safer ways to write basically everything. Rather don't use that word, please. Come on, it's 2025. We can be a little better about that. Why turn into mod mode so I can delete the message? Unless DDoS is gonna get it before I can. Then I'm just gonna randomly snipe someone's message. Yeah. Tab too, because my chat doesn't delete it there. Okay, anyway, blah blah blah. I think it's good to just try things out and see what you enjoy. Yeah, that's also true. I keep meaning to get into C, but I want to write some things for retro computers. Yeah, okay, so for retro computers or for like embedded devices, kind of you don't really have much choice otherwise. Like, yeah, you're gonna end up writing C or C++ for those. But I also think for embedded devices, you're not going to be doing that much malloc and free and memory management or shared point. Like, you have C++ and on an embedded device. You have much nicer things than what I've dealt with. But yeah. Oh, pointers. Yeah, I mean, I guess you would have to understand pointers too. I completely skipped over that and started talking about ownership. Kernel developer or hobbyist or nothing in between, says Captain Silver. I think like even kernel developers, a lot of them are switching to safer languages like Rust. Like a lot of new driver code is written in Rust. Like Microsoft has basically said stop writing C, and all of their like new development internally is Rust, which I think is good. Safer defaults and safer languages are a huge plus. Okay, next dependabot is Freakman RS, which we haven't worked on in a while. I think honestly, the only thing we've done in this repo for a while is just handle dependabot. I don't even remember what the command is. Cargo upgrade? Maybe? That didn't even do the update that I wanted. I guess I need incompatible. There we go. Now it's gonna upgrade Gix. No matching package named what? Well, that's a fun one. Allegria, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Programmers, yeah. Right? See, if you want to be a C Python maintainer. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess. But even like the C and C Python, I guess there's some safeguards there, but I feel like C Python should abandon C as their default language. No, it's okay, DDoS. I clicked the button. I don't mind learning these new concepts. I guess I'm trying to find a language that's as versatile as Python, but runs faster and lighter. Yeah, I mean, Roost is probably what I would try. C++ feels like build nightmare. I feel like C++ isn't that bad if you don't take on dependencies. As soon as you take on dependencies, yeah, good luck, have fun. What is this for you? Are you? Why are you? This one. Let's see if anyone else has complained about this. If it's not me. Well, that's forever ago. Amazing. Maybe we just run it again. Wait, what? What? As a reminder, you're using offline mode. Since when? Why am I using offline mode? What the fuck? Why? Okay. Well, I guess that's fine. Looks like they renamed this function. Wow. I guess that wasn't so bad. Cargo clippy. Roost Gober. I learned normal programming with C back in college, but we kind of were abstract from a lot of the nonsense because we didn't worry too much about things like malloc early on, and I felt that was a good way to be introduced to programming concepts, but also wasn't very exciting coding too generally. Yeah. I mean, the language that my school picked was C++, which I think was actually like it was good in some ways because it forced people to think about types. And you can actually write a shit ton of C++ without thinking about any memory management at all. Like you can deal with just stack arrays, just like string type, and get most of what you need. What am I doing? I'm not at work. I don't need to name my branches like that. Upgrades. Upgrades to handle, to resolve, dependaboy. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, technically we upgraded everything. How it goes. There's no inheritance in Rust, but also inheritance is bad. There sort of is inheritance in Rust. Like, you can do multiple dispatch in ways that is inheritance like, but I guess it's not traditional inheritance. But you can implement inheritance if you need it. But I agree. Yeah, you don't need that. Some of these dependencies I don't even remember adding. So trunks. But anyway, it's fine. C++ closer to Python than Rust? No. I think Rust is probably closer to Python. I mean, neither of them are very close, but. This one Rust thing, it's alive, changes all the time. Not sure what you mean there. Since Andrew graduated, they moved to C++. I think that kind of sucks because you're not doing things like scanf with a pointer for getting input. I guess, but like, who should be... like, scanf should be a banned function. First programming language I learned at school was assembly. I remember enjoying learning it. I would write a full program in assembly though. Or I wouldn't write a full program, yeah. I think assembly's fun. Why is GitHub Actions not running? Oh, do I just not have it hooked up? I probably just don't have it hooked up. Yep, that would make sense. Oh, is that really the first pull request? I should have just pushed a main then. What am I doing? Alright, dependabot. Are you fucking kidding me? Zero dot 5.13? Fucking kidding me? Maybe I can click this button and it'll work. Maybe. Although maybe means no. Yeah, this one's really annoying. There's this other dependabot. Which is like unfixable as far as I can tell. I'm pretty sure we tried to click this button and it's like, yeah, there's a conflict. Try again. There's no way it's gonna work. Andre Bogadev heading out. Well, thank you for stopping by. I realize this part is super boring. Hopefully we'll get to more interesting shit soon. Wow. Wow, it actually created it. Look at that. Wow. Surprised. Neat. James Boyan, hello, hello. It's been a while. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Am I right that it's been a while? Because it feels like it's been a while. It's been almost a month, or half a month. How are things? How are things? Hello, hello. As we do. Okay, yeah. This is just, I can't fix this one. So the problem here is this is GitHub's problem. If we look at what is it? Actions/toolkit. There's like this, which is 3 security alerts that everyone is getting, and it's because they're on like a ancient version of their core library, and GitHub just won't upgrade, which is amazing. Yeah, so like they have the same 3 here. Wait. Why have they marked them as resolved? Oh no, these are security from their repo, not the other way around. Just annoying. I gotta say, this context is still 10 times more interesting than my, this content is 10 times more interesting than my university courses, so good job, ayo. Lorenzi says, I really wanted to have work try out something like dependaboy, but most of my team was minus. That will break stuff. It's a waste of time, so instead of updating debates weekly or whatever, we do basically never. I actually find dependaboy really annoying. I think it could be implemented much better than how it is. Like the defaults for dependaboy are just really, really bad. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, Add support for magic. No description. Magic. Magic file extension. Small world magic. This is a different GE energy. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Google casts a new spell introducing Magicka. A tool for file type identification. That's funny. What the fuck is this? I've never heard of this thing. Holy shit, look at this language. What is this? What is it? It's magic. Yeah, right? What is this? Magic development perspective is a fundamental perspective provided by the MGT Professional Edition. The fuck is this? What are you? Bro, they are not selling their product. I have no idea what this thing is for. Like, GIS vaguely sounds familiar. How is this? Does anyone have any clue what the fuck this is? I've never heard of this. FAQ. FAQ. No, you must go to the help section. Yeah, that was my thought. Particularly Pythonic. Do they use magic numbers, right? This is an ID, but I don't understand what the language is for. Oh, thank God, there's a Wikipedia article. Object-oriented language supports multiple inheritance, polymorphism, and dynamically typed. Small World Geographical Information System. Huh. Left shift operator to make assignments. Amazing. This notation is read as becomes. Okay, what about their left shift operator? Ah, we got an augmented assignment. Terrified that someone would try and use this for pre-commit, but seems legit. Seems legit. Above patch. Oh damn, we're abandoning 69. Rip. Password manager decided, no, you do not get tab complete. It opened some weird like dialogue thing. It was like, oh, new feature. Nah, give a shit. Okay. That one was easy. Fuck is this pull request? Fixes. Don't do this. Chat. You know better than this, right? Make a useful commit message. This doesn't tell me shit. I can't read this and know what the fuck's going on. Ugh. Just fail with default branch. You fucking use that as your commit message, my guy. Git default branch. Oh. Banned. Banned. Don't use this. Red or. Very weird. Maybe they were waiting for this feature before they bought pre-commit CI. Oh, that reminds me. We actually need to upgrade things in pre-commit CI. We haven't done that in a while. Runner image. Kexit is here. Hello, hello. How you doing? I just read your message directly rather than. How you doing, Kexit? I really need to rewrite this tool because I don't think it works in 3.13 anymore. I have ideas on how to make it better. Oops. That's fun. Okay. Recommit to 420. Identify to this. Everything else get bigger. So that's fine. Upgrade requirements. Upgrade requirements. Doing fine. How about you? I'm doing well. You know, it's a Saturday. We're streaming. I'm 3/4 of the way. Well, probably more than that. 80% through and 11% here. A little bit tipsy. I've been meaning to do this for a while, so this will be good. Yeah. The most difficult programming language is brain fucking emoji code. I don't think that's really. I wouldn't necessarily say that they're programming languages. Hi chat! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another stream. What's the at the end? What's that bit? That's how my brain captions your introduction. What do I usually say? Hi chat! Welcome to another stream. How we all doing today? Oh, what? How do you? Is that what your LLM is at the end? Okay. Happy Easter. Yes, happy Easter for those of you that are. What? You'd have to be +6? Your attack is quadrupled. You're +6. S1 Cube, hello, hello, how you doing? Yeah, this is gonna take forever. That's why we click on a merge. Yay. Okay, so the commit message on this is terrible. Also, I feel like this is way more complicated than it needs to be. This is also not true. This didn't need to change. And this could just be whatever placeholder value. It'd have to be +9? Well, I'm what, -5? What time is it in ETC? You're right, it would have to be +9. You're right. Here's my CPU fan freaking out. Probably because it's warm in here. I'm -5? I think I'm -4 actually. Times it in Eastern time. What time offset is Eastern time? Okay, it's -5. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. Quick math. Got back from hiking. Oh, I haven't been hiking in forever. I'm -4? Alright. It's currently 11 in my time, and it is 3 in UTC. So that would be +1 to 12, +2 to 1, +3 to 2, +4. Then why does okay, I'm blaming Google AI for saying 5 then. That must be -4. Yeah. Daylight savings confusion? Fucking daylight savings. I can never remember the difference between Eastern Daylight Time and Eastern Standard Time or which one it's on, so I just say Eastern Time and hope people figure it out. Vorzerg, hello, how you doing? Google AI was trained on Standard Time? Yeah. Because I think their patch does more than it needs to. So I think we are going to, well, and this is unacceptable. You just do not use this function, because I'm pretty sure it runs a shell. In a shell. Band function. So let's do the simple parts first. I don't know what the WAT branch is. Maybe it'll get deleted? No? Huh. No idea what that was. Neat trick in Linux to get the time from a command line. TZ equals Europe Stockholm date. In Central European time, I assume? Oh, music stopped. What if you just say t is equals 0? What did that do? Oh no, that actually worked. That actually worked. I didn't think it would work. Well, part of me thought it would work, but it actually worked. Huh. I'm gonna use this now. I like this. Because usually what I do is I go, look at what time is it in UTC. Yeah, you can see his tab completing, I mean. But this is easier. Does Zulu work? Yes, it does. I think also factory works, I assume. Oh, but factory gives you -00. Oscar Rowan, hello. It's good to see you again. It's been a bit. Or maybe it's just been a bit since you talked in chat. Yeah, it's been since February. How you doing? Hello. Date dash D 5 hours? And this is for doing an offset, yeah? Okay, cool. Am I in the future again? God fucking damn it. God damn it. I am in the future. So dumb. Does it work with -5 hours? Probably. Yeah, seems to. Seems to. Oh yeah, what does TZ equals 1 do? Wait, what? Oh, hold up. What? What the fuck is this? Hello? Excuse me? Yeah, I was not ready for that. New time zone! New time zone confirmed! TZ equals your mom? Does I mean surely that works if this nonsense worked. Wait, what? Do we have to remove the spaces? Why did okay, that works. But if you have spaces it doesn't work? Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you did change your color, S1 Cube. What? No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Now I'm not gonna know who you are. Do you remember that one stream where everyone in chat changed their color to pink? My brain was so confused. I didn't know who anyone was. Oh, you're back. Okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that was a stream. Is it slightly different purple? Fuck, you're right. No, it's gotta be the same. Hold on. Answer this with science. This is the old purple. Inspect. 138, 43, 226. And this one. 138, 43, 226. Okay, they're the same. They're the same. Oh man. Oh. The same. It's the same. Summersoft! Oh man, it's been a while for you as well. Hello, hello. How you doing? When was the last time you were here? January. Okay, not as long as I thought. You got a cool new badge though. Marathon Reveal Runner. What is that for? What is that badge, Summersoft? I got derailed from what you were doing? No, it's fine, Patrick. That's literally every stream. My eye that got needled yesterday. Oh, you got LASIK? Nice, cool. That's cool. This is an interesting way to do defaults. Oh. I think we can just change this and it doesn't matter. Git pull, no rebase origin. I think we can use head here. Let's try that. Not LASIK. Anti-VEGF treatment to prevent swelling of my retina. Oh, cool. It's Bungie's new extraction shooter game. Oh. Had to get for it, but couldn't pass up the kitty badge. Yeah, it is a kind of cool badge. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I approve. The game looked kind of boring, but the badge looks dope. The trade-offs that we have, right? Whoa. For some reason, those dots are like very satisfying. Like they're just slow enough to look cool. Maybe I've just had too many of these. Oh. Why did this one get changed to main, but not these two? There's no thing in here, so we can just do this. Well, there's no reason for this third one. It's weird that it detects the second one. Oh, because additional GitHub domain example.com. Got it. Makes sense. 12 passed in negative seconds? Is that what happened? What? 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 What the fuck? What is going on? What? Did we just witness a smear second in real time? I've never seen this before. James Wayne says, does Sentry use any async Django stuff? I have banned it from existing. I've banned it from existing. So no. Facebite says, I would love to hear some quick advice. I'm working on a personal project, but I'm finding myself spending all my time making unit tests, and it's really slowing me down. How do you balance this? I don't know. I have fun making unit tests. If they're not providing value, don't bother with them, I guess. Minus seconds as usual, Anthony O'Clock, yeah. I don't disagree entirely. The gameplay statistics look lackluster, but Bungie's marketing department is second to none. I'm waiting on what the next month's show on the game. This is weird. I've never seen this. But it does point at a bug in PyTest. See if we can fix the bug in PyTest. Almost certainly using time.time when it should be using monotonic. How do I even find this? I don't even remember what file this is in. Something summary. No. I guess we can just get past. You know what? We're just gonna grab time.time because that's the actual bug. Except it uses date time, it seems. Format session duration. Yeah, so and do you get called? Session duration. Timing.time. What the fuck is timing? What the fuck is this shit? Hello? This is weird. What is my... Oh. This failed. libtirpc. Does this just mean R is broken right now? That's a weird one. Locate this. The package dash as this. libtirpc. Aptitude y this. LSOF. Huh. That's a weird error. But I'm glad we have tests, I guess. ADHD stream where we just fucking do random shit. And this needed by R. That way we have a commit message that tells me why the fuck I need this random ass library. PyTest timing though. I don't think this is the actual library. Oh. Timing.time. Yeah, it is maybe the one. Why do we do that? We should not. God, there's gonna be so many places to find this. Oh, it's not so bad. It looks like somebody tried to fix this before, but didn't actually do all the places. I think this is the one that matters, though. Start and precise start. God fucking damn it. Don't mix these. Well, I'm just gonna make a bug report. I just can report negative duration usage of runtime. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Is that modern? I think it is. Cutting most of the details. My tests are so fast that they're negative time. I'll have to get rid of that. This bit here. Monotonic or perf counter. Can I do this? Yeah. Enough. The circle says blazingly fast tests easy, right? This is just aliasing time.time? Yeah. Vasilolor says whether it is because of the library version mismatched with the one recently updated API library. Oh, I was just checking to make sure I'm on the latest, but I remember that I had just created this virtual environment, so it's definitely on the last. What are they using for precise? They're using perf counter. Thank you for reminding me about dependabot issues. I've been holding back on pillow Werkzeug one for my dumb Among Us gift generator. Abelbona, hello, how you doing? Bungie says, can anyone Ellie explain it like I'm 5 for smear seconds? I don't really get it. So, time is not, well, years are not exactly 365 days. Is the simplest explanation. And I'm sure you're familiar with leap years and leap days. With leap years, we delete an entire day from time record. But because days, a year is not exactly the right exact integer number of days in time, we fudge time by adding or deleting or modifying the number of seconds in certain days. And at particular times during the year, time gets smeared. It's like adding or removing a second. Sometimes seconds are replayed twice, sometimes seconds are deleted, sometimes your clock will shift, and sometimes, time is not exactly linear in terms of like if you request the current date at the current time. Like it is not strictly increasing. And it's not strictly increasing linearly. And so if you ask for like clock time, you're going to get a date stamp. And that date stamp could repeat, or it could get skipped. If you ask for monotonic time, it is an arbitrary number of seconds since the process started. Or I mean, it's usually implemented as number of seconds since process started. And that is strictly increasing. And so you can use that for calculating deltas between 2 points in time. Like calculating deltas, you should use monotonic. If you want to know the current timestamp, you would actually ask for the current timestamp. But using the current timestamp for a delta, that doesn't guarantee that your delta is actually accurate, because you could add or delete seconds or days. Actually, I don't think leap years are implemented as smear, but you could imagine that they are. They're probably not. Or like if you start a process and change your system clock, that shouldn't change a duration. The duration should still be the same independent of how you change your system clock. But if you use time.time, that accesses your system clock, and so you're going to get the wrong things. Zergle, the bot got you. The bot got you right there. Why do they calculate precise and unprecise and then report unprecise duration? Seems wrong. Yeah, I don't understand that either. That doesn't really make any sense either. The real truth. Oh, what Among Us gift did we get this time? Oh, but now my hands are gross. Time was an imposter. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Peru? Ugh. I hate having dry hands, and then I hate using lotion. It's just the duality of sadness. Okay, this one I actually have to rip. Do. Okay. Daylight savings time would also corrupt that. Yes, I think daylight savings also is implemented, not as a smear, but is a time shift. 85 filter. Hello, how you doing? Time is annoying. Anthony should dev a better system. Man, time just sucks. Time just sucks in general. This fail again? Oh no, it passed and merged. Cool. Cool. I remember my previous job where we had to take systems down during daylight savings time so we didn't record everything via UTC but local time. Oh my god. Oh no, what a mess. What a disaster. Alright, let's peel back a few stack frames. What we're working on. We were trying to find masters in here. Multi-branch. This is before I understood that flashes aren't special in branch names. Test multiple pattern matches, branches fail. Doesn't need to be called master. Main branch. This seems weird. Did I write this test? This doesn't feel like something I wrote. Some test. Okay, I didn't write it. Not me. I often get confused with subprocess functions. What would be the best way to get an output of a subprocess, or do you have a video on it that I missed? I do think I wrote a video on. Hello. That one doesn't cover it all. I think I put it in my to-do. Yeah, I have not made it yet. My general advice is if there's a check underscore output or check, well, if you can use check call, check output, use those. Otherwise use run with check equals true. And for the most part, don't use the other ones. I guess subprocess.call is okay sometimes. But there's this like misconception that check call and check output is air quotes deprecated. Yeah. But they're not marked as high level and low level in the docs. And I feel like subprocess.run is actually a bad interface. This default branch name. One actually should be that way. So now I feel like the tests don't matter. How do I set this up? Check as great guardrails, yeah. What's the how do I set this option? There's like the git config var thing. Git config var environment variable. I guess I could just set it. Git config global init.default branch main. This is a better way to do this because these don't actually depend on the actual branch name. Yep. Okay. Move master references from tab. Oh, we missed a trailing comma. Oh no. Git push origin head. No, 3.6. Process but get output should really never be used. It invokes a shell. I'm gonna review their code anyway. Look a different approach in this. It doesn't need to query the actual dimension. So in the future, please use a more useful commit message and PR title. Super unclear what you're improving given the title of this PR. Ta-da! Circle says 600 videos of explanation. How much time to watch all of them? Really great job. It's actually not that long. I think you can see the number from what the fuck? Why is this not the first playlist? Oh, are playlists ordered by when I created them? That kind of sucks. I wish this was the first one. 598 videos. Does it not tell me the full runtime? YouTube runtime of playlist. Pretty sure I'm gonna do that. Click the share, then open your mobile. Fuck that shit. YouTube playlist length. Here we go. Random dev thing. I guess they have only calculated the first 500 videos. So do with that what you will. I guess add 20% to that. So why don't they not just have it in hours? 3 days, so 72 hours plus 40 minutes. So let's say 73 hours. 20% of that is 14, 15-ish. So it's like almost 100 hours. But fucking worth it. You should watch them all. Whisper says go start watching them and report back. Yeah. And user internal time.monotonic and not time.time. Exactly. Another site says 91 hours. See, that was a pretty good estimate. YouTube playlist implementation is trouble. Yeah, YouTube playlists are fucking whack. For instance, the playlist that I use for the background music. Let's see if I can find one of the songs. Here, for instance. See how there's 2 songs in a row that are the same song? If you play this song, it will just loop that song forever until you skip it and go to the next one. Also, if you start playing, I forget where it is. Somewhere in the 300s in this playlist. Oh, it doesn't even show the rest of the playlist. This playlist has 400 plus songs. Yeah, see how it says 361, but it doesn't let me scroll past 313? If I start playing from here, it'll just start random shuffling on YouTube. Which is really fucking annoying. Drives me nuts. Control-Delete to continue. Nice. Nice. See, the funny thing is Control-Shift-Escape is better than Control-Delete. Lauren says, I started last year and I've watched 300 of them, but sometimes I go back to the ones I've watched before because I forget them. And I know there was a video about it, like why to use Docker-SRM. Ayo, double watch time. I approve. I can close this out now. And I can delete it from my inbox. It's been sitting there for 2 fucking weeks. Yeah. We get that. Solved. Oh yeah, we were going to check on this. Still building. Let's put that here so that we can see what's going on. Oh, it's done. Look at that. So we can go here and copy this chunk of code, pre-commit CI web blueprints version. Hit this file. To do, encode this in a better way. Definitely not happening. So I want to copy this. Upgrade runner image to this. Goes. I should really automate all this. Automators is good enough automation for most of it though. Okay. Fix permission errors for this. Rootless Docker, blah blah blah, old PR. What problems did we have with old PR? Holy fuck. This has so many. What did they do here? This has so many comments on it. 77. Fix up. Actually, we don't even have to do that. Object docker is rootless. Docker dot is rootless. Docker dot wrapped yields. This force this bypasses the cache for the duration of the test. They tried to RM Docker, yeah. Taking notes on paper. Oh, nice. At one point, I had Notepad++ with 40 tabs of new file. Nice. For me, I think the best way to learn is by doing. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, what the fuck does this patch do? What does this command do? Docker system info format. Doesn't seem to work for Podman. Oops. I don't know that just actually adds anything. Drugs. Edutainment, yeah. Good word. Okay, well, after that. Oh, this one we've finished. Our validation works. Cool. So we can deploy prod police. Cool. And then this one we haven't reviewed. Well, I think I don't know if the other person reviewed. Oh, I see. Hmm. Hmm. Find closing bracket and if contains none. Where did they add the function? Oh, at the bottom. Seems real weird to move that call. SYN helper functions above is just how I think about things. The bottom of the file is always calls thing above it. Function describes what it does. Just like if you look at anything that I write, have JSON. You'll see that the bottom calls main, main is here, main calls the things above it. That's just how I always do it. That's too much memory about C. I mean, yeah, in C, this is what you would do if you don't want to do forward declarations. That's just how my brain works, and so everything that I write looks like this. And I should write a linter that forces it. I think somebody tried to do this. I forget what happened with it. I think there's a Flightgate plugin. But I seem to remember it's shit. No. Oh. I feel like one of my viewers made a linter formatter like, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Like, essentially, I would love a topological sorter that just sorts all of my functions. Maybe I write one. Do we write one, chat? I'm just not gonna look at this today. Do we write one, chat? Should we try and write one? See what happens? It's like kind of a fun graph problem, right? And what's the new... It is just a topological sort, right? Remove self from global we. Corutils is a tuple-sort command? Does it? Am I just on an old Corutils? I'm on pretty modern. Oh, it's T-sort. Neat. I had no idea. I had no idea. What? Why does this thing exist? Would your secondary sort be alpha? Yeah, probably. But I don't know that topological sort has a thing for that. I don't know how you would do that. Do we want to try and write this thing? This sounds like a funny idea. Why does the L look so weird here? I just picked a shitty font. Do I actually want to write this, chat? It sounds kind of cool. And it sounds like something I would use. Trying to think like how would it work? Because it needs to also deal with constants. S-sort, so someone actually has this already. Sorting Python statements within a module. Wow, this looks like almost exactly what I would use. Is this written by somebody I know? How did they implement it? Oh my god, a hilariously complicated way it looks like. Jesus Christ. Why is it so complicated? Why is there so much? Why is it so complicated? Okay, this is... Wait, this looks copied from what I do. What did they do here? Oh, this is a single dispatch thing. Alright, we're not gonna look at their code. I don't think I want to implement this. Not sure it handles your situation though. It looked sort of what I wanted. How you doing, Wilfred? Hello, hello. Wow, you got a little hype train conductor badge there. So we started working on this MyPy thing and then we never finished it. And Christina Trin seems to like that idea. I think I'm just gonna abandon this idea. Just a Goat says you are not Anthony. Fuck, man. Oh, giving me what's the thing? Identity crisis? Is that the word? Well, you're just a fucking goat, man. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Yeah, the command is gone. The command is gone. I can click on it though. Have you been following? Oh, it doesn't tell me when you've been following since. Oh, following since 2020. Damn. When was the last time you were here? Oh, last time you were here was in 2020. Welcome back, Just a Goat. Hello, hello. I had glasses and long hair and shit. Oh, you caught me during oh, was it you probably caught me during a Hackaman stream. The old bit. No, I've never worn glasses except as a silly prop. And I had long hair because it was the pandemic. And I just didn't get it cut. I might have also done this bit where I use my prop glasses that are just flat lens. Oh, they're really dirty. Really dirty. Whenever you write code, you're Python, says Pronam. Yeah. I was yapping French? I actually don't know any French. Ho ho ho. We have a oh, je sens. Oh, je sens. Oh, I was probably doing that, Zero. That's true. That's true. My disability is not a costume. It is now. This is Clark Kent writes code? How did I get here, right? Who the fuck is this? I don't think Dick Sword is French. It could be though. You never know. Um, Clark Kent writes code. Everybody can say croissant. It's true. It's true. Okay. Dixard. Was it 50-10 hull? This is French. I need a redeem for the sunglasses. Well, we used to just do it organically, but I don't have the rest of my outfit. I don't have the rest of my Hackerman outfit. I don't remember why I used to do it. It used to be, oh, I think the first one was like, Anthony, can you hack the NASA or something like that? And I was like, yeah, I can actually. And then we hacked the NASA. But I don't have my hat. And the hat's kind of part of the deal. Can't really be a hacker man without a hat. Yeah. Let's see. I only have about 40 minutes. What can we do for 40 minutes? We're gonna look at my wiki. Oh, you know what? There was a bug in Babi the other day. We can fix a bug in Babi. This one. Just to go says, is ice cream daily safe? What does that mean? Like, is it okay to eat ice cream every day? I don't see why not. Live your best life. I do have to fill up my water though. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then we're gonna work on Babi. I have more questions about the question. Well, you'll have to ask them when I'm back. I will see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Are you talking about eating ice cream daily, or is there something called ice cream daily? Oh, speaking of dailies, I haven't done my chess puzzle today. It's chess puzzle time! Wow, time to do the daily puzzle. Look at my chess.com puzzles rating. What stands in your way? White to move. Let's see. Initial thought is sack the queen. That doesn't quite work. Cause then what? I mean, maybe it's... No, it's not that. I feel like sack the queen feels right though, but I don't know what to do from here. Sack the bishop too? That doesn't feel right either. I think it has to be sack the queen, but I'm not sure the next move. Geomensol, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm not reading hits from chat though. We're gonna try sack the queen. Okay, that seems good. But this doesn't seem helpful. Oh, promote? I think it's just promote. So we promote, but then we don't have a win. This horse is so far away. And we could do this, but that doesn't help either. I feel like we just promote. Oh. Fuck! I lose today. I lose today. What else do we have? We have check here, but that's... seems not that useful. We could do a multi-move threat. But that seems less useful. We tried this promote, it didn't work. I guess we still have this and become horsey, which forces... Yeah, that's what it is. It's horsey. It's fucking horsey. Nice. Okay, that was kind of cool. So, sack the queen, this, horsey, 8. Alright, cool. You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. Flexor, poser, but chesser before all. What chair do you have? In fact, I have a chair command. Ta-da! Probably might be a bit dangerous in the long run for your vessels, but technically in moderation, it wouldn't be impossible if everything you do is fine. Yeah, I mean, eating ice cream daily is probably fine if you somehow burn off those calories. Bishop has your back, sack it. Ayo. Take the rook and under promote. Ah, Pandoxer had the solution. Ayo. Let's go. Good job, Pandoxer. We got there in the end too. This wasn't my first guess. But some of those patterns I'm getting better at recognizing. But slowly but surely. Oh, that's... Okay. Cut selection can break end of file invariant. Depends on how much ice cream you're eating a day. Yeah, I mean, if you have 1 spoonful a day, you're probably fine independent of whether you exercise it off. Unless you're lactose intolerant. My friend is currently trying to train himself out of being lactose intolerant, which I think is fucking hilarious. He's microdosing dairy. He's like, oh, it's day 3. I gotta go home and eat some yogurt. I specifically picked the yogurt with the particular enzymes in it. I'm like, all right, Chow, good luck. Good luck, my guy. But it's apparently a thing. There's a whole like how to cure yourself of lactose intolerance. There's actually the graduate student that sat next to me in math class freshman year of college. Her PhD thesis was about intentionally manipulating your gut fauna for health, which I thought was really cool. Like, just seems like a really cool concept. I don't know that it's been like commercialized though, but it's pretty cool. Trying to speedrun evolution? Trying to fucking die, you mean? No, I think like there's some science behind it. There's some science behind it. Why is this still in red? Can icon. Okay. Babby. I'm gonna change the stream title because we're not actually working on Stripe stuff today. All right. What is example? No idea. What's t.py? This is the flake8 stuff. Don't know why it's there though. What's image.svg? Oh. A profile of some sorts. Why do we have a clone of Hecate? Probably because we were debugging it. Be right back, rebasing my bacterial flora to apply the latest patches, right? That would be really cool. Why do I have a Rust environment? Oh, because we did this wrong. New terminal. Easier than easier that way. I heart this chat. Yeah, we're all fucking nerds here. Pretty good, right? I think we merged that already. Yeah, because we had to rebase it. Okay. You know, this whole like idea of needing to remember this fucking call here seems dumb. Like, I feel like we should just automatically detect this. Also, why is there just a random single quote here? What chair do you have? I showed you already, goat. We got the chair command. It's chair. I have it in blue and gray. This is that one over there. And I want to say it's this one. No, that doesn't look right. Also, this doesn't look right. Oh, guys, I have the cloth version. This is the leather version. Charcoal fabric. Dark blue fabric? This doesn't look right either. Maybe it's the right one. See, but mine doesn't have the fabric go over the chair. Mine's slightly different. They must have changed the model. But it looks roughly like this. And it's I mean, I like it, but it's not really the nicest of chairs. Do you have back issues with this? No? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so I feel like we should just be calling this where we need to rather than having to manually remember this. The only back issue he has is from carrying all of Sentry engineering on his back. Oh no. Let's start with, do you have back issues at all? I don't think I do. But I also work out a lot, so that changes my risk profile for back issues, I feel like. But I don't really use ergonomic things, so beyond my keyboard, and I really only use that for stream because it looks cool. Oh, we got a cool like backlighting today with my window open. The tricky part about this is knowing when we need to do this. So let's see when the current callers do this and we'll adjust from there. That's the definition. Tab. Where did we ADHD to? We're working on Babi, baby. Let's think about this. The cases where EUF invariant would have to happen are for set item on the last line and del item on the last line. And insert after the last line? Yeah. Ate some gnocchi, so good. Oh my god, gnocchi is fucking amazing. Gnocchi is gotta be one of the best foods. Yeah, gnocchi, top food. 8 out of 8, great food. Wilfred, are you still here? I have a funny for you. 5 out of 7? That's so small. Gotta be better than 5 out of 7. Especially with happy potatoes? What are happy potatoes? 5 out of 7 is a meme? Oh, am I about to learn? 5 out of 7 meme. I give it a perfect 5 out of 7. What? God. What? It comes from a Facebook post? Shut the fuck up, Rob. I like the movie. Damn, I did not know that. What are Happy Potatoes? There's a clothing brand called Happy Potato. Oh my god, this is fucking adorable. Why do I want this? Look at how happy this fucking potato is. That potato is so happy. I don't really like the clothes though. Is this some joke I don't understand as well? What does a happy potato do? What is this? It's a potato that can roam free? Free range potatoes? In my American potato land? Oh, hell no. So I don't know why I don't just call this on every modification. Because that just seems the most reasonable thing to do here. Let's make our test first and test features. The uncut test. Wait. Test selection cut, uncut at end of file. It's almost like I wrote this test already. Let's see what this test does. So Babi, we have 10 lines. Except I think these all have... great, I can count. Okay, so I believe it starts here. Shift down, shift right, Control K. Control End, Control U. Press down. Okay, so that worked. Press selection. Cut at end of file. Right. So what was the Control Shift N? I don't even know if we have that. I think it's like that. Easy Light, hello, hello. How you doing? Did I mute yourself? No. No. I hope not. Multiple people. Huh. What the fuck? Twitch seems to say that I'm sending, or OBS says I'm sending sound. Sound was gone for a few seconds. Maybe this song paused and I just didn't say anything? Kind of weird. We can still hear you, but you hit Control K twice. Well, now I'm just confused. Right, Control Shift N, Control K. We should have L back N. Then H dot press down. Await cursor position should be X equals 0 and Y equals 2, I think. Okay, test failure. What are we doing in Babi? We're fixing end of file nonsense. Yeah, the bang today is incorrect. Oh, what? I'm out while waiting for cursor to reach 0, position 1, 1. This is the error I expect. But why did this get that instead? Oh, probably because this key is not known. Maybe. Yeah, we didn't type that key properly. Joe, we need to adjust our little key parser. I don't even know where that is. Maybe? Emma! Thank you for the resub at 61 months! God damn, that's so many months. Hello, hello, how you doing? Welcome back. I appreciate your continued support. I hope you're doing great. Emma is now a CPython triager. That's a few months? Yeah, it's quite a few. Average says, what are you building? I'm working on my text editor right now. David Bellinger says, nice to stop by. Have a great weekend. Remember the Old North Bridge. What? David Bellinger, thank you for stopping by. Leaving with an enigma. I don't even know where this code is. Is it in here? Nope. Maybe it's in here. It is. Oh, we can write it like this? Yeah, we just need to register a new key. I think we would write it like this. And then babi key debug, control shift and K and 6. We got K and 5. Do we have any control shifts? Oh, we do. Up, down, right, left, home, and K and 6. And it is 540. Okay. Now we run that test again. We should get the same failure mode for both of them. 250th anniversary of Lexington and Concord. Oh. Ah, the Old North Bridge. Oh, okay. Now I understand the context. Perfect. Okay, cool. We have the same failure mode for both of them, which is great. Good old failing test. Now let's fix it. I think we just... I don't know why we ever called this explicitly. Like, yeah, it's probably a little slower than it needs to be. The 250 of Paul Revere's Ride. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's an interesting thing. I think we just... Like, I don't understand why this isn't here. I guess if we add it here and then run the test, we can find out. God damn it. Good old double typo. Like, why did I only do it in these places? Inserting a tab. Uncutting. Specifically uncutting a selection. And typing a character. There seems like so many other places where we would need this. Drugs? Oh boy. Some of our tests depend on... Oh, we have we have a test here. Open a file. Meta U. We type text, then we undo it, then we save. And the contents should be empty. Oh. That's really interesting. So there is a reason to do this, I guess. But how does this work? How do I... What is the right character? Maybe it's in file. So what the fuck then? Yeah, that's really weird. So it's saying like if you do hello and then you undo it, alt undo, you have an extra line here. What have you undo twice? Nothing. Ooh, that's weird. That's really weird. It seems strange that that would not end up in the fallbacks. Because append should go through insert, which should go through here. So why doesn't it get undone at the end? Huh. Really weird. Yeah, I feel like it should get undone at the end. Oh, I understand why. So as it goes to delete the last line that is empty, it just adds it right back. So this is why we can't do it automatically. Oh, that's really weird. How do I fix it? It's almost like I need to run this the opposite direction. Oh, this is really weird. I don't like this. Wee Tommy, hello, how you doing? Huh. I think this only happens while undoing, because the operations are out of order. That's really strange. How was your half last week? I crush it. Oh, I guess Saturday people haven't seen this yet. And where's I did really fucking well on my half marathon. I talked about this yesterday on the work stream. But I ran really fucking fast, and I didn't think I could go this fast. My friend was pacing, and he was like, "You should run 140 with me," and I'm like, I don't think I can do that, but I can. I'll try and keep up. Smile. And then I fucking ran with him the whole race. It was kind of wild. When we started, there were like 20 of us in the little cluster at the 1 hour 40 pace group. And slowly people kept dropping off. One by one, people would drop off. I was chilling for most of the race. Most of the race were hanging out and chit-chatting, having a good time. Didn't really feel like it was hard. This is a 7-minute, 34-second mile pace this time here. So I was zooming. I was running out of my goddamn mind. And by the end, it was only me and Alan. Everyone else in the pace group had dropped off. But yeah, I crushed it. I'm really happy with this time, especially for only like 6 months of training. Like, this is faster than I've ever run for that long, by a long shot. Although my last half was my timing is really unofficial on it because they measured wrong. Here's the number here. Yeah, so the measurement on my last half, the full distance that was measured was 14.2 instead of 13.1, and I did that in 1 hour 59:33. My watch told me that I did 13.1 in 1:49:55, but even that is like an 11-minute improvement over that. So that was 6 years ago. So actually slightly less than 6 years ago. But like, yeah, damn. Actually, it's crazy. I used almost the same training plan. Actually, no, this is a marathon training plan. And the last half I ran, I got injured, and so then I stopped running. But this one, I crushed it. But the plan is to pick a marathon and then do that. So I can continue my personal best trend of this year, hopefully. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. I feel like I used my energy really, really well. I was exhausted after the race. And like, I exceeded my own expectations. I didn't think I was going to be able to do this, but I did. And I'm happy with this result. But yeah. Old Babi code is funny. Well, I get why I did this, but now it's very annoying to like have to deal with this problem. Like, the easiest fix to this is just adjust the cut code rather than trying to do it everywhere. I feel like there's other places where this could break too. Like, it's only on the forward operations that it should do this, I guess. The C function? The del item? What do you mean? Are you laughing at the names? This is just normal list operation. This isn't anything special. The C function, okay, that's kind of a silly name, but it's any character that's pressed. Which makes sense. Okay, so this is clearly not gonna work. I don't like that it's not gonna work, but so we can just do the simplest thing that works, which is gonna be cut selection. So file. I've never ever needed to implement del item. Why not? Clearly I needed to. Was this enough to fix the problem? Was mix-ins? Oh, like ABC shenanigans? So this should make the test pass. Oh. Wow, test passes. Still don't really quite know what to do about that. At least it doesn't have a deletion date, so I can just continue to ignore it for a while. That fixes the problem, but does it? Yeah, I mean, it fixes the problem, at least. This feels really unsatisfying. Oh. Are there any other situations where I need to do this? I guess find replace would have this problem too, right? No matches. I guess I can't multi-line? I don't think I can multi-line replace. I think that's not a thing. Yeah, there's no multi-line replace with babi, I think. They're not? Mm-hmm. Search iter. Yep, it is only per line. So that can't remove stuff. And we already know normal cut works. So what else could do this? I guess uncut at the end could work, could fail too. No, that seems to be fine. I don't think there's any other ways to... What about indent? Missing the key. No, that seems to work. I guess because there's already a new line at the end. So it would have to be something which removes the new line. It's actually kind of funny. If you press backspace here, it does nothing. Yeah, I think that's probably the only case. Well, we'll just find the next one the next time it happens. XUF invariant when cutting selection to end of file. Yeah. And it is about time for me to end stream because I got stuff to do today. It's an early stream, early end, but look, we got some good stuff done. Resolves 370. I really do like writing the tests for babi. They're very fun. Boo! Imagine ending stream. I just stream forever. It's just a endless subathon. How dare you end, says Def can't end. Def can't game, right? You have another 100,000 babbies now? How many do you have, Kexit? That's testing out Plucky Puffin. Oh, is that the next non-LTS? Is it 2504? Plucky Puffin. What a great name. Oh, you have exactly 100k. You have a headache. Oh, nice. Plucky Puffin. That's a great name. Unfortunately, it's wasted on a short-term release. Hit 352k. Damn. Stopping stream prematurely can lead to urinary retention. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Is how that works. I'm gonna merge this before we end stream though. Hopefully these don't take too long. What are the colors? Even just used to looking at work output. I feel like these are still colored here. Brooks? Mon doesn't get me anymore, it's because I'm tier 3. Yeah, the tier 3 sub, that's where you get your points from. That makes total. Okay, well I can't attend this. Contest, finish quickly. I guess I can do my little spiel while they go. My name is Anthony. I upload educational content to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/anthonywritescode. I know a guy that knows a guy married to someone who gets me the extra points. Hey, there you go. So yeah, check out my YouTube channel, subscribe there. This is where I upload my educational videos based on questions that you ask in chat or Discord or other places. Yeah, and some of them are fun and work stuff, etc. If you missed any part of the stream, those get uploaded on the second channel at anthonywritescode-vods. The main channel you can do without that. The second you have to. I don't understand why. If you want to help me out, watch VODs on the VODs channel. I'm trying to get this channel monetized, but it's a slow progress towards that. And join the Discord. That's where I announce streams and hang out, and there's a bunch of fun social channels as well as a beginners channel if you want to ask programming questions. And it's just kind of a cool place to have a good time. That's gonna wrap us up for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you around in the future. Peace.